Les menaces occidentales créaient un réel risque de conflit nucléaire, c'est ce qu'a déclaré le président russe Vladimir Poutine ce jeudi en référence aux récents propos du président français, cependant sans le nommer directement lors du discours. Mais ces déclarations, elles ont été faites lors de son discours à la nation, un discours organisé par Vladimir Poutine tous les ans. Alors quels sujets ont été abordés, qu'a-t-il annoncé concrètement et faut-il craindre une extension du conflit? Ce jeudi donc, Vladimir Poutine a tenu son discours annuel à la nation depuis le Gostiny Dvor, c'est un palais des congrès situé à Moscou. L'objectif de cette allocution et de ce discours, c'était de définir les priorités et les objectifs de la Russie 2 ans après le début de son invasion massive en Ukraine et à 2 semaines d'ailleurs de l'élection présidentielle russe, une élection plus anecdotique qu'autre chose, puisque les principaux opposants ont été écartés ou tués. Alors ce discours a été retransmis à la télévision, mais aussi gratuitement dans des salles de cinéma de plus de 20 villes en Russie, selon des médias russes. Mais alors, de quoi a parlé exactement Vladimir Poutine?
To protect our sovereignty and the security of our citizens, and to show total responsibility in terms of guaranteeing the use of nuclear arms. Everything has been done in that respect since 2017. The Kinjal weapon system has not only shown its strength and its capabilities, but is actually shown that on the ground. We have also used the sea-based Zircon system very successfully, and it's already in commission. And the Avangard intercontinental ballistic missile system as well, and the Burevestnik, the Stormy Petrel system, is also a case in point. And I think we can say without any exaggeration, they have shown their unique capabilities, and they are being shown to be effective in the areas of combat already. A whole range of other very state-of-the-art weapon systems are being elaborated and used, and all this in the interest of strategic stability. And I just want to say now that I think that you have also all understood, particularly those government bodies, that we are threatened by enemy forces who are determined, as they say themselves, to effect a strategic defeat of Russia in the field. A very good example of that recently was the accusation of Russia that we were preparing to launch a nuclear attack in space. This is just a lie to make us look bad. And you have to remember here that for the last 15 years, we have been proposing, we put forward a proposal to contain the use of nuclear weapons, and nothing was done about it. So we have all grounds possible to maintain that the whole question of our striving for strategic hegemony is nothing but pretense. And the only reason for America negotiating with Russia is in order to achieve things in their own interests. And of course, our position in that respect is absolutely understandable. We are interested in world stability, but we understand that that can only be achieved by unity and defending our national interests, the interests of the Russian Federation. We also understand that the West is trying to involve us in an arms race, the kind of thing that we saw in the 80s in the Soviet Union. The defense spending of the Russian Federation is 13% of GDP at the moment. What we are determined to do is to develop the industrial, scientific base of the country and to rationally use our resources and to make sure that our armed forces are properly provided for. We have to accelerate the rate of development of military structures and make sure that the Army and the Navy are properly equipped. We have to look at the principles of their organization, for example, particularly with regard to air defense and other areas of defense forces, particularly with regard to high-precision weaponry. And we have to make sure that our western flank is properly protected here, particularly with regard to the expansion of NATO, Sweden and Finland. NATO and America are active in other parts of the world, of course, and they continue to lie there, to deceive, and they are preparing to strike our territory and using the best possible forces, the most effective forces to do so. But we remember the fate of those who tried to invade our territory. And of course, their fate will be much more tragic than anything that we could face. They have to understand that we also have weapons that can defeat them on their own territory. Of course, all this is very dangerous because it could actually trigger the use of nuclear weapons. Do they not understand that? These people are people who have not been through arduous experiences. They've forgotten about it, but we did. Through the Caucasian War, for example, and now in the conflict in Ukraine. They think they are supreme, but Russophobia, like other racist ideologies, blinds people and deprives them of their rational faculties. It is quite clear that we have to work on bringing about new contours of security for Russia. And I think that all our efforts should be put in having negotiations with all the countries of the world in that respect. That is absolutely essential for all of us. Without Russia, there is no solid peace in the world. We are striving for world solidarity in trade, finance, technological breakthroughs, and we are fighting the old stereotypes throughout the world. BRICS is a very good example of that. I won't go into detail, but it accounts for something like 30% of the world GDP. One should not forget these. These are very convincing figures, and 10 years ago, these results were completely different. Global trends are objective. Nobody can escape them. BRICS has been expanding over the last 10 years, and in 2021, the situation changed even further. These are incontrovertible figures. This is objective reality, and this is what's going to happen in the future as well. Obviously, with our allies, with our friendly countries, we will be working towards a new global financial structure, and the West is actually discrediting its own banking system, which has been predominant for decades. We are for parity and mutual respect, and new states, more and more countries are plugging into this line of Russia. The Eurasian Economic Community is a case in point, and Russia is developing very actively its dialogue with ASEAN countries, with the African continent as well. We are sincere supporters of their sovereignty. We are also developing very good relations with Arab countries, which is an area which is undergoing tremendous dynamic development. We have a whole range of economic links with all these countries, and we are determined that there should be an international program to support their national cultures and languages and so on. Incidentally, I'm absolutely sure, friends and citizens, that you will know that many visitors are coming to Russia to our great fairs and seeing how strong and robust Russia is, and how that is growing from generation to generation. Tradition, history, moral stances are set out for all to see. What we are intent on is developing our culture. This is absolutely the opposite of what's happening in the West, which is where family ties and moral values are being destroyed. Our choice is to support civilized values, the civilized values of many millions throughout the world. So I commend your efforts. I thank you all, dear colleagues, all citizens of Russia, for your solidarity and your reliability. We are one big family. We are together, and therefore we will do everything that we are planning on. We will realize all our dreams for the future of Russia. Thank you.